Alright, so boom, you're back here again with Chief and None. You know the vibes. Got some more FM content for you. This is our twin set experiment. It's the midfield edition. So I randomly selected a number between 1 and 24. Came back with 16, which is Northampton Town. Boys will be starting at Northampton Town in League 2, seeing where they go from there. First, let's have a look at the two brothers. This is the first brother, who's the more physical. He plays on the left hand side of midfield, so he's got 5 for all his technical attributes, 10 for all his mental, and 15 for all his physical. Slightly bigger at 6'3" and 8 kilograms. Worth 120k to start off with, starting off in the Northampton under 18s. And his brother, complete opposite. So valued at 92k, so slightly less, but 15 technical attributes, 10 in his mentals, and 5 in his physical. Slightly shorter at 5'10" and 67 kilograms, slightly more diminished. So if we compare the two now, as you can see, their octagons to start off with are funny looking shapes because they're weighted in one direction and lacking in others. But over time, I'm sure we'll see these round out as they become more balanced players over time. The attributes now, this is the starting point. Again, 10-point differential between technical and there's a 10-point differential between physical. So we'll see how the mentals progress, because this is really the wild card, because they both start at 10, but it could go in any direction. That's all game dependent. So quick look at Northampton. They're a yo-yo team from League 1 to League 2. So we'll see if the boys join in, they stick around at least, does them any good and can shoot them further up the league. But for now, we're going to fast forward 5 years into the future and see how the boys are. We're back. The date is 1st of July 2024. Now 5 years into the simulation. So first things first, going to check how Northampton have done. So as you can see, Northampton are currently in League 1. But in the first season they didn't do much. They finished 21st. So if the boys were there, essentially they shot them to promotion last season before last. But realistically they've not really improved a lot or a great deal, which tells me essentially the boys moved away early. As predicted, as you can see Jeff here, he's now at Everton and he's valued at 12.75 million and in 23.5k a week. Played some game for England and 21s. He's played a little bit in other positions as well. But stats wise, his technical stats haven't improved a great deal, but his mental have come on really well. They're now yellows, and his physical stats just through the roof. He's grown an inch, on about 12 kilograms. Now a wonder kid, as you'd predict, and he runs with the ball through centre as a player trait. So let's see the career stats now. So he played the first season with Northampton in the under 18, then he moved straight away next season to Everton. Everton signed him up straight for their under 18s, and he didn't make his first team debut until his third season, making 1 appearance, a 1 start and 1 sub appearance. Following that he made 6 appearances, all off the bench, and then now in season just gone, he's becoming more of a first team regular with 13 starts and 7 sub appearances. So he's starting to get there, and he also got his first goal in the Premier League as well. From a milestone perspective, he won the EFL Youth Alliance and was bought by Everton under 18s for 3.9 million. Senior club debut. Oh, he won the under 20 Elite League with England. Nice, and he was named vice captain as well. Then relegation from Premier League 2 Division 1 with Everton under 23s. First under 21 cap. First senior goal and named under 20s captain. And the Premier League runners up. And Everton seasonal best 11. So decent start to his little career. Biography, he's got a single winners medal at the moment, which is the under 20 Elite League. He's a player with a growing reputation. Hit pause if you want to read this biography in full. So on to his brother now, and as you can see he's also made a move and he's at Newcastle. He's earning a lot more than his brother as well at 42.5k, but they're both wonder kids. Got a couple more traits, so he comes deep to get the ball and dictates the tempo, which you'd expect from this type of technical player. He's also made under 21 games for England. Technical stats have come on a bit, Mental again, just like his brother, come on now a lot. Yellows. His physical stats have really improved. That's the thing, like he's come on quite a lot because I guess as a 15-year-old to 20-year-old, going to naturally grow. So the game naturally weights it, getting more physical stats. And height-wise, he's grown an inch and put on quite a few kilos, about 13 kilos. Looking at the career stats, he again left after the first season at Northampton. Went for 4.2 million. And yeah, he was absolutely dominating the lower leagues, under 18s, scoring 9 goals and 18 assists as a youngster. Then he made his debut as well in the third season, got 2 games and 4 sub appearances, before really becoming a first team regular, 3 starts and 21 sub appearances. But unfortunately Newcastle got relegated, so he may be a blessing and a curse because then he got to start 24 games, 11 off the bench in the Championship, so allowed him to grow as a player. In terms of milestones, he got the EFL Youth Alliance with his brother, which is nice. Became Northampton's record sale when Newcastle bought him. Then he won the under-19s. His brother wasn't in that team actually, but he was, so they won that. He was in the under-20s team, so they both got an international trophy to their name with England. Youth Alliance again, so one up on his brother, but I guess these don't count really to the major honours. Under 23 Professional Development League, which is nice. Senior club debut in the Carabao Cup. Vice captain, first international cap, first senior goal. Trip to vice captaincy. Maybe he was getting his Mason Greenwood and Phil Foden on. Then winners of the Under 23 Professional Development League, relegated with Newcastle, which is sad. They made a Championship team of the week. Professional Development League again. Then he won the Premier League Cup. I believe he might have beaten his brother in that. Interesting. Yep, he actually beat his brother. So that's the first game they would have played against each other. Well, actually not necessarily the first game, but the first major game against each other, and Dave came out on top. And of course he's got a couple of Newcastle best 11s. Biography wise, pretty much the same. Player with a growing reputation, single winners medal, is the UEFA Under-19 Championship. So looking at the comparison between the two now, as you can see the shapes of their octagons are similar, they've just gotten bigger. So the weird looking shape for Jeff now started to get a bit bigger, get closer towards good technical skills, and the one for Dave again, get a bit bigger, get a bit better, closer to the physical attributes wise. This was a differential of 10 to start off with, and Jeff has now closed the gap by 1, so it's 9, whereas on the other hand this was also a differential of 10, but Dave has now closed the gap to 6. Mentally they're about the same, not too much difference there. 12 and 12, it's just the games randomly assigned that's to its own liking. So now we're going to move 5 years in the future and see how the boys are doing. So we're back. It is now 1st of July 2029. We are 10 years into the simulation. We're going to check on the boys, Jeff and Dave, and see how they're doing. So our man Jeff has got a big money move to Man City. 25 years old, played 39 times for England, worth 87 million, earning 245k, absolute bag. Elite midfielder, picked up another few player traits, so gets forward whenever possible, knocks the ball past his opponent. Yeah, makes sense, just physical, can get up and down the pitch. Still balanced personality wise, but as you can see his mental stats have really come on now. Loads of greens, loads of yellows. Physically he's just dominant, absolutely dominant. Technical, they're coming on, but yes, these stats rise the slowest in the game because it takes a long time to master the technical side of football. So it's still coming along well. Career stats, season we left him, he started every game for Everton, so he was a mainstay in the team. 2 seasons where he started every game. Before getting a big money summer move to Man City at 85 million. Started 34 games for them, scoring 7 goals. 38 games next season, every single game. And again, every single game again. So he is a mainstay in the team, I guess. Natural fitness, stamina, always going to be healthy. So he's always going to be available. From a milestone perspective, again in Everton season of best 11, then named under 21's captain, made his international debut. Then he was bought by Man City for 85 million. Everton's record sale. Then he started to win things as soon as he got to City. So Community Shield, FA Cup, Champions League. So City have been doing well, winning a couple of Champions Leagues. Super Cup, Team of the Week, Champions League again. Wow. Dream Team of the Champions League and in City's best 11s and overall best 11. So from a biography standpoint, as you can see, he's got 7 winners' medals at the moment, and he is truly one of world football's global superstars. And on to his brother, who's also got a big money move to Man City. So he's slightly valued less at 80 million and earning 215k. He's actually wanted by someone, so he's wanted by Tottenham. But, oh, he's played centre back as well. Interesting. That's because his technical stats, which are improving, are actually amazing. So like his tackling, his marking, everything you kind of want from a defender, heading, yeah, concentration. Yeah, so his mental stats looking similar to his brother as well. But physically, he's come on now, like everything's in yellow now. So he's really winning that battle to close the gap to his brother's strength. He's a world-class midfielder. World class. Picked up a few more traits as well. Doesn't dive into tackles, tries long-range passes, possesses a long flat throw, and 40 games for England. So career stats wise, he played 22 games in the league when Newcastle came back up. Then next season he started 20 games, so he started pretty much half the season. Then Man City splashed the cash in January. 103 million, that's got to be some sort of record. 103 million, all up front, money to blow, and he played 11 games for them. Next season, that's when his brother came in, so he didn't play as many games, so he only started 7, 13 off the bench. Season after that, started 8, 12 off the bench. And then this season just gone, he's finally starting to start a few more games. 25 starts, 6 off the bench, 4 goals. So in terms of milestones, again, best 11, for being named Newcastle vice captain, and then being bought for 103 million. And yet, so not only is he Newcastle's record sale, he's the most expensive English player. But that season, City won the Premier League and Champions League double. How many Champions Leagues is that now? They've won a lot. But so he's going to have those up on his brother. Plus, if you add the Premier Division Cup, which he won as well, and all the EFL Youth Alliance, the Professional Development Leagues, he's definitely got the better resume at the moment. But all the other trophies will be exactly the same as his brother, as they were in the same team. Nothing of note outside of that. So from a biography standpoint, as predicted, he's got 9 winners' medals, and he's truly one of world football's global superstars. So hit pause if you want to read the biography in full. So from a comparison standpoint, both the octagons now are looking very balanced and a lot more like real shapes. From this, I'd probably say I prefer the look of Dave's rather than Jeff's, but Jeff's physical stats are insane. So from an attribute standpoint now, as you can see, Dave has closed the gap to 5 in the physical battle. Jeff is slightly ahead in the mental battle, being 1 ahead, but again, it's much the same. Then in the technical battle, Jeff is trying to pull it back, but he's still 6 away, so Dave's still got the advantage there. So that is it for now. What we're going to do is move forward 5 years in the future, see how the boys do in the prime of their career, 25 to 30. So we're back. The date is 1st of July 2034. We're now 15 years into the simulation. So the boys should both be 30 now. So the peak of their career is 25 to 30. Let's see how they've done. So as you can see, Jeff is still at Man City, 30 years old, 92 caps for England, worth 75 million and only 325k a week. Absolute bag. He's fairly professional now, which is good, so his mentality's improved. He's a legendary midfielder. Hasn't picked up any more traits, but looking at his stats, technicals have come on quite a lot. Mental's looking amazing, and physical is still just dominant, still absolutely dominant. He's got a bit of game time at centre back as well. So when we left him, he played 37 games in league, so he's actually started every game he played in all competitions. 67, 13 goals, 16 assists. That's a great season for him. Then he had 34 games in the league, 9 goals. Then, great, 34 games, 11 goals, 11 assists. Then 38 games, 3 goals, 6 assists. For a great season again. 38 games, 7 goals, 6 assists. 62 in all competitions, 10 goals, 11 assists. He is a really, really, really good player. You can say that. From a milestone perspective, again, City, Champions League, Dream Team, World Cup winners, Super Cup runners-up, Premier League Team of the Week, Carabao Cup, first Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League. World Cup runners-up. So England got a World Cup runners-up medal. UEFA Super Cup, Premier League, Community Shield, Carabao Cup, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League again. How many Champions League have City won? Can't wait to see that at the end. That is crazy. Then he was named England captain in 2032. Super Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League, Champions League again. This is crazy. Then 2034 PFA Team of the Year. But no individual awards of real note. So from biography standpoint, he's built up a phenomenal record of 24 competition wins and is truly one of world football's global superstars. So hit pause if you want to read the biography in full. On to his brother now, who's also still at City, earned the exact same as him, exact same caps as well at 92, valued at 71 million. So his technical stats are looking really good. Mental again, similar to his brother, looking really good. Physical now, he's even got some greens in physical, so put that into context. This came up from a 12 to a 17. So in 15 years, he's built up 12 physical stats in agility and balance. Absolutely insane. Legendary midfield as well, and again, he's also fairly professional. And yeah, had a feeling they would be, but they're starting together, which is good. The boys, the midfield pairing, England's pairing, they're just starting together. So looking at Dave's career stats, he started becoming a first team regular for City now, 35 games, 14 goals, amazing. Then 37 games, 8 goals, 38 games, 12 goals, 38 games, 9 goals, and 37 games, 12 goals. So he's a proper goal scoring midfielder, average rating through the roof as well. So in terms of accolades, again, I missed that one, European Football Championship runners-up, so England got that as well. But similar to his brother, same thing in terms of Man City achievements. PFA Team of the Year, the one up on his brother. FIFA World Team of the Year as well, so again, 2 up on his brother. Team of the Year again. Brother hasn't got that. Team of the Year again, so yeah, he's the better player clearly. Man City vice captain. Made more Team of the Years, FIFA World Team of the Year as well. He's made loads of Premier League Team of the Years. Like 5 I count. And UEFA Champions League Dream Team. And fastest goal for England as well. So looking at biography, again, he's still 2 ahead in terms of competitions. And he's truly one of world football's global superstars. So again, hit pause if you want to read the biography in full. So at their peaks now, as you can see, their octagons are looking amazing. They both look really good. It's a toss-up as to which one you'd prefer. Like maybe the technical if you're playing closer to goal, maybe the physical if you're playing a bit further away from goal. But honestly, they both look amazing. Considering how small they started to now, absolutely amazing. So in terms of attributes, as you can see, Jeff still hasn't been able to close the gap. He's still at 6. They've just both climbed up 1. But he still has his advantage in the mental stats, 1. And in the physical stats, Dave just closed the gap to 4 now. It's just incredible how much he's grown from 5 to 14, whereas technically Jeff has only been able to grow from 5 to 11. So that's it for now. We're going to go forward 5 years in the future, see how the boys do in the twilight of their careers. So 30 to 35, maybe they get a move away as they start to decline, but who knows? We shall soon find out. Here we are for the final installment. The date is 1st of July 2029 and we're now 20 years into the simulation. So we're going to see how the boys are doing and if they're still at Man City. So as you can see, Jeff is still at Man City. Legendary midfielder still, fairly professional, but now only valued at 8 million. And he's earning slightly less at 300k a week. Played 154 times for England though, that's incredible. 26 goals, not too shabby either. Stats wise, a couple of greens now in his technical. Mental looks about the same, still looking very good. Physically, he started to decline now at 35 years old. Strength is going, pace is gone, acceleration's gone. But balance and jumping reach still staying strong. Agility waning, but still looking good. Looking at the career stats, still a mainstay in the team. Playing 38 games, 5 goals, 38, 10 and 10, 35, 9 and 6, 38, 9 and 9, 38, 11 and 8. So he's become a contributing goal scoring midfielder as well, similar to his brother. From midfield, that's a great return. Absolutely great return. Milestone perspective, Carabao Cup, Premier League, Team of the Year, Champions League again, Dream Team, FIFA Club World Cup, and he was in the Dream Team. So as long as his brother was in the team as well, they've both got a World Cup to their name now. Community Shield, Champions League again, Nations League 3rd place, close. Shortlist for the best FIFA men's player, Premier League Team of the Year. He resigned as captain, so he was the captain when they won the World Cup. So World Cup winning captain, got that over his brother. Premier League Team of the Year, so he's now consistent in the Team of the Year as well. Champions League again, what? And Dream Team, Nations League 3rd place. And more Premier Leagues, Community Shield, and then they actually got over the line England again. So slightly a force, I guess, getting a couple of runners-ups and then winning the UEFA Nations League. Looking at this list, he's won 38 competitions throughout his career, and he's an Man City icon now, and still truly one of football's world superstars. So hit pause if you want to read the biography in full. Looking at his brother now, he's still a world-class midfielder, so even at 35, he's just considered world-class. He's not gone on into the legendary stage. But he's professional, so his mentality's improved more than his brother. Again, technical stats, so they've gone through the roof now. Dribbling's dropped off a little bit, but this is him maxing out his technical stats. 20 in technique, sublime, mental looking good. Physically, he started to drop off, definitely. Like all the yellows that he accumulated, they've all just dropped off now and regressed, so he's looking poor in that sense now. And he's lost weight as well, so he's lost about 4 kilograms. Interesting. As he's gotten older, he's lost a bit of weight. But value slightly less than his brother and earnings slightly less as well. He's played, I think, 1 less games than his brother, so 151 games. But still, not too shabby at all. And at the career stats, again, he's still there or thereabouts in the team. Playing 37 games, 7 and 5, 38, 6 and 2, 33, 5 and 6, 32, 4 and 2, 25, 0 and 3. So over the past few years now, he started to decline and getting in the team less, contributing less. So the goal scoring peak was at the peak of his physical powers, and as soon as they declined, he started to contribute less, whereas his brother still was a contributor. So again, he was in the team for the World Cup, and he was in the World Cup Dream Team as well. Look at that. So Jeff got in at centre back and Dave got in at midfield, but they were both in the team. So they both scored goals and both played well. Excellent. Then he was named Man City captain, shortlisted for FIFA's best player. Named Man City trophies, obviously. Shortlisted twice for FIFA's best player. So he's definitely more rated in the footballing world. England vice captain. That was when his brother resigned. Team of the Years. Oh, stripped of Man City captaincy. Wonder why. Guess maybe because he wasn't starting as much, so they gave it to new blood. From a biography standpoint, as you can see, he's now only got 1 more trophy than his brother. So he's got 39. So where's the differential? Interesting. Maybe we've missed something there. But hit pause if you want to read it in full. Then onto the comparison here. As you can see, Dave's octagon has started to come in again, so it's no longer looking as balanced as before, whereas Jeff has still maintained. It's come in obviously slightly, but it's still very balanced. So you'd have to say Jeff's octagon is the one you want at the moment. From an attribute perspective, the differential in technical skills is only 5 now, So he's still not been able to get close to Jeff, but it's 5, whereas it's went from 4 to 6 now. So Dave has dropped off quite a lot, and Jeff now maintains a bigger advantage. Again, mentally, it's still the same 15-14 advantage. So looking at it, you have to say Dave has had the more successful career. Like, you'd have to say the recognition worldwide, matched his brother in everything his brother did, worth more money in terms of transfer fees. I'd say I prefer his career, but write down in the comments below if you'd prefer Jeff's career or you'd prefer Dave's career. Quite interested to see what you guys think. Let's have a look at what other crazy things have gone on in this world. So we'll start at Man City, whose stadium's now called the Pep Guardiola Arena, and we're now managed by Andre Villas-Boas. So Pep isn't, the stadium's named after Pep as he's a club legend, and our boys are Jeff and Dave, icons. So even though they spent the majority of their careers, 15 years, they're still only icons. I think it's quite harsh, to be honest. They should be higher than that, I reckon. So looking at the manager carousel, Pep Guardiola brought them 5 leagues and 14 cups, won a Champions League and Premier League, so they won the 2 big ones. Conte, 2 leagues and 7 cups, Champions League, Premier League again, big ones. Enrique didn't win them the league, but won them a cup, so he won them Champions League. Ancelotti, 1 league, 6 cups, including Champions League and Premier League. Lampard, 6 leagues and 18 cups, including Premier League and Champions League. And Andre Villas-Boas has been in the job for 10 days, but every manager except for Enrique won them both the league and the Champions League. But every one of them without fail has won them the Champions League. So Villas-Boas, you know what you have to do. Looking at the Ballon d'Or now, as you can see, we started off with Ronaldo win, then Aguero, Messi, Ronaldo, Silva, then Kylian Mbappe came through, playing for Man City. Mbappe, 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 Mbappe. That's 9 wins. 9 wins from 26 to 34. He just won every Ballon d'Or. And to be honest, that could literally happen in real life. He is that good. Then Erling Haaland came through and won his first at 33. Then the regen started coming through, so regens all the way after that. An Equator Guinean. Didn't know that was what you called someone from Equatorial Guinea, but learn something new every day. Equator Guinean. So in the Champions League, as you can see, there's a lot of Man City. So they won the first one, or Liverpool came back and Chelsea came back. Then City won 8 in a row. That's 9 in total so far. Then Bayern won, City again 10, Liverpool, City again 12, Arsenal, City again 13. So City actually won 13 of the 20 Champions Leagues and matched Real Madrid's record. Wow, that is literally what the owners want right now, but it's happened on Football Manager. I wonder, I can't see that happening in real life. No one's ever going to win 8 Champions Leagues in a row. It just can't happen. Too much money will be spent to try and dethrone them. Can't see it happening. And in the Premier League, more domination by City. So City won 3 there. United came back with 2. City got up to 5. United, Chelsea, United. City got up to 8 titles. Arsenal, 9 titles. And another 12. So Tottenham won 1, most recent one. And Chelsea, United, Arsenal. But no Liverpool, interestingly enough. Only can manage 2nd place. But yeah, 12 or 13 Champions Leagues, 12 Premier Leagues in 20 seasons. That's absolute domination. So in the FA Cup, any crazy winners? Everton and Norwich came 2nd twice in a row. And West Ham, Blackburn as well. But nothing too crazy, just usual suspects in terms of big boys. Everton actually won 2. So I guess they invested the money they used from one of the Palmer boys, Jeff Palmer. His transfer wisely. So 2 FA Cups to show. In the Carabao Cup, usual suspects plus Wolves and Leeds got a 2nd place finish. Villa got a 2nd place finish. Brighton, Everton again, cup specialists apparently. But yeah, usual suspects plus Wolves. So in the Nations League, as you can see, it's pretty much been domination by Spain. So Germany have won 2, Spain have won 4, Italy won 2, England and Netherlands have both won 1. Portugal, 4 second place finishes but not over the line. 3 third place finishes for France and 3 for England. So England have been doing okay, but Spain have just been dominant. The Euros, Spain again winning 2, Portugal winning 1, Netherlands winning 1, France winning 1. So Spain are clearing away the best international team in the game, clearly. But Netherlands got over the line in 2 competitions as well. And in the World Cup, Netherlands got over the line again. Italy, Spain, 2 again, just dominant. And England got the other one. So realistically, Spain have just warped national football for the past 20 seasons. But that is it, guys. The end of another fun simulation. And I've enjoyed this one. It was nice to see 2 of our guys playing in the same team for once. But I kind of just wish it wasn't City, because City's tend to dominate the game and just buy up all the players, all the good players anyway. But yeah, for now, we're going to leave it. But if you have any suggestions for simulations you want to see, drop down a comment below or hit me up on Twitter or Instagram and we'll get those going. But we're going to have loads more simulations for you on FM20 and also FM21. And we'll see what else FM has to offer us, because it is interesting just letting the game play out, as you can tell after watching this video. But subscribe to the YouTube, like and share with friends if you enjoy the content. And I've been your host, Chief, and this is Chief for None. Peace.